So, good morning, viewers. Welcome to Mr. Ignatius wahome's YouTube for mathematics subject. And today we are going to learn about the Form 2 mathematics. And the topic is quadratics, expressions and equation. And specifically a question on quadratic equation. How to simplify an expression, and then how to solve the equation. So the question is already provided here, and we have the question like this. Solve for x in the equation. Solve for x in the equation. So this kind of equation, 9 raised power 2x plus 1 minus 10 into bracket 9 raised power x plus 1, you can see these values are raised to powers. Therefore, there is a concept of indices in Form 2 that you need to understand. There is a concept in indices that you need to understand. So therefore, let's see the rules of indices, how you apply this one, then you go to quadratics. So when you are given the first one, solution for this one, when you are given this first part here, you are given 9 raised power 2x plus 1. We simplify this first of all. Because you are adding powers, 9 raised power 2x plus 1. In indices, if you are adding powers, meaning you must be multiplying numbers with the same base. So therefore, this is the same as saying 9 raised power 2x multiplied by 9 raised power 1. Because the power here is 1. Because the power there is 1. So 9 raised power 2x times 9 raised power 1. So that's what you're doing. Then, because you're adding powers, you must be multiplying numbers with the same base. Now, since you have written 9 raised power 2x times 9 raised power 1, you come back to this and say 9 raised power 2x now multiplied by 9 raised power 1 minus 10 bracket 9 raised power x plus 1. You go back to the equation. 9 raised power 1, 9 raised power x plus 1 is equals to 0. Is equals to 0. Then, so the next step is, you can see this is 9 raised power 1. We don't have to simplify this, or even this one. We can deal with it the way it is. 9 raised power 2x. I want us to get right terms with 9 raised power x. So to convert this one to 9 raised power x, you are supposed to write 9 raised power x power 2. So that you get 9 raised power x to power 2 times 2. X times 2, these are powers of powers, times 9 power 1 minus 10 bracket 9 power x plus 1 is equals to 0. Is equals to 0. So that's what you do. Now you have 9 raised power x, 9 raised power x. So this one, you cannot put them under the same base, because there is no law of indices that you can combine when you are using. You can combine when you are using this subtraction or even an addition sign at this level. You can only combine at this level. So therefore, you check what is common. 9 raised power x. Now this 9 raised power x now becomes common. You select 9 raised power x, be a letter like k. Give it letter k. So this would be k squared. That would be k squared times 9 now minus 10 into bracket. This is now k squared. This is now k. Sorry, that's k, because 9 raised power x is k, so this is k. Plus 1 is equals to 0. Is equals to 0. Is equals to 0 like that. So therefore, multiply this one, you get 9k squared minus 10k plus 1 is equals to 0. Plus 1 is equal to 0 like that. Now you go to the general equation of a quadratic, which is ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. That's the general formula. So you identify your a in this question. Our a is 9. So say a is equal to 9, the coefficient of x squared. Our b is equal to minus 10. Our b is equal to minus 10. And our c is a constant, which is equal to 1. Equals to 1. So therefore, use sum and product method because this is in form 2. Sum and product method. So take AC, the product of AC. The product of AC, 9 times 1, that's 9, that's product. And then you say sum equals to B, this value B, which is minus 10. Which is minus 10. So at this level, you find two numbers that when you multiply them, you get 9, and when you add them, you get negative 10. So these must be factors of 9 because you are talking of multiplication. So two numbers that you multiply, you get 9, positive 9, and when you add, you get negative 10, then meaning the two numbers must be negative. So which are these two numbers? The numbers are minus 9 and minus 1. So that minus 9 times minus 1, you get 9. And minus 9 plus minus 1, you get minus 10. So therefore, you come to this. Go back to your original equation now. This one. So instead of writing 9k squared, you write 9k squared, 9k squared, then you substitute this, minus 10k. So instead of writing minus 10k, you write minus 9k minus k. Minus 9k minus k, that's equals to minus 10. And this one, you want to factorize by grouping, then plus 1. You want to factorize now at that level, so that you can get the value of k in this case. Factorize the first two and the last two. Factorization by grouping in form 1. So you group this one. What is common? 9k is common. 9k is common. So you say 9k. So this becomes k minus 1. Then here you have minus k plus 1. 1 is a common factor in all numbers. 1 is a common factor in all numbers. So therefore, factorize. Factorize, you put 1. Then once you put the bracket there, in form 1 indices. If you put this bracket here, this minus, this sign will change. This was minus k, so it becomes k. This was plus 1, becomes minus 1 is equals to 0. If you put the brackets here, this sign will change to negative because this means multiplication. Negative 1 times negative 1, that is positive 1. So therefore, you write like that. Now at this level, you now take factors. Take the factors. You take 9k minus 1, like that, and then you check this factor, k minus 1 and k minus 1. They are common. So you say k minus 1 is equal to 0. K minus 1 is equal to 0. Like that. So now you equate them to 0. This equation now, k minus 1 equals to 0, or k minus 1 is equal to 0. You equate them like that. So you say 9k is equal to 1, or k is equal to 1. So you have two values of k. So 9k is equal to 1, so our k is equal to 1 over 9, or k is equal to 1. K is equal to 1. So you can see that our k is equal to 1 over 9, or k is equals to 1. So we can grab this facts. So because we have the equation, So we have k is equals to 1 over 9, or k is equals to 1. K equals to 1. So remember what we said, that let 9 is for x be k. Let 9 is for x be k. In our question, we are solving for the value of x, not k. So this k was to help us to find these values to simplify that. So therefore, 9 is for x. 9 is for x is equal to k, and k is 1 over 9. Or 9 is for x is equal to 1. Is equal to 1. Is equals to 1. Is equals to 1. Equals to 1 to that level. So therefore, 9 is for, so convert this one to powers. You are supposed to write 9 is for x is the same as saying, if you find the reciprocal of this one, you get 9 is for negative 1. That is reciprocal. The power changes towards positive 1, becomes negative 1. So therefore, because the bases are the same, you can drop the base and say the value of x is equals to 1, this one, x is equal to 1, or 9 raised to power x is equal to 1. And because the base is 9, you can place this one, you write it in terms of base 9, this will be 9 raised to power 0. Because any number raised to power 0 is 1. Any number raised to power 0 is 1. So you say 9 raised to power x equal to 9 power 0. Drop 9. You say x is equal to 0. So our value of x is equal to minus 1, or x is equals to 0. Or x is equals to 0. Or x equals to 0. So therefore, that is how to solve a quadratic equation. This kind of a quadratic equation. So in this case, you must understand the concept of the indices, the rows of indices. When you're multiplying numbers with the same base, add their powers. And that's when we started. That's when we started 9 raised to power 2x plus 1. So therefore, then you proceed on with all those steps. So that's how to solve that one. So welcome again to this YouTube channel, Mwalimu Ignatius Wahome Mathematics. So thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Asanteni sana.